Patty McCarthy, and this is Module 12 about internet safety. And I think it's important to teach students internet safety because, especially for like elementary age kids, they're not. I mean, maybe now they are, but like back when I was in elementary school, we didn't really know what to expect from the internet or like what went on in the internet. And I think that's important to teach kids now too because they don't know what goes on, how it happens, why it happens. And so I think that's really important for them to know like why or how people get cyberbullied or like what that is and how to prevent that. And um, not even that, like just posting things on social media can really affect your life also somewhat, depending on what it is. And just preventing anything bad from happening. I would teach my students internet safety. Uh, I don't know honestly, because I would me for what I teach, I'm going to be doing art, and so we're not going to be using computers that often. But for them to know, like through their other classes, um, I would probably just pick up a PowerPoint or like go to some website like NetSmart or something, or show them some videos of like how like this is happening and how to prevent that from happening to them too. Uh, I really liked NetSmart. I actually had that when I was a kid. Like that's right when it started, in like third or fourth grade, I think. So I really liked using it as a kid. It was really entertaining for me, and now like looking back, as a educate or soon to be educator, I think it's really helpful for students to use uh, websites like that and see how it is like the breakdown of internet safety. And the teaching digital citizens program I think was very useful, and it was pretty much up to date. I mean, you could kind of tell that it was a little bit not so much the century of technology, but it got all of the big marks on internet safety. Um, from the article, what I got from the article, um, is what it talked when I talked about cyberbullying and how um, I'll just read some things. In internet bullying, power and balance can be conceptualized in a variety of ways. So it might be a bully might possess a greater familiarity with the internet than the victim does. So the bully might know his way around the internet and like how to manipulate the victim on the internet. Um, the bully is also able to preserve um, physical strength, not necessarily to maintain power, as a cyberbully is able to shield his or her identity from the victims. So sometimes you might not know who is doing this to you. It might be a lot of people, it might be just one. But like if it was on Facebook or something, you would definitely know who it was because it has their name. Unless they made up like a fake identity, then you wouldn't know. Um, the ability to conceal one's identity can also lead to cyberbullying by people who might not have engaged in bullying in traditional context. Um, the fact that context in cyberspace is difficult to delete can contribute to the victim's feelings of powerlessness or humiliation, which can sometimes deter them from seeking help from an adult. So, like stuff that I've learned just over the years from cyberbullying, um, is honestly just don't do it. Like nothing good comes out of it. Yeah, you might feel powerful about it, but it doesn't help you in the long run. So just don't do it. and me as a teacher, if I notice a kid being bullied, maybe not like physically up front, but you might notice that he is being cyberbullied, or he might just straight up like come out and tell you. Then you as a teacher need to know how to fix that problem and um, make sure that it doesn't get more serious than it actually is. So that's what I pretty much got out of the article, or at least the first page of the cyberbullying. I think that's a really huge thing that we need to make sure is not um, happening. Um, I don't know if it actually is happening a lot now. I don't think it is, but I mean, I don't know. I'm not teaching yet, so how would I know that? But yeah, so that's what I got.